If you want to get ad-free access of our rawest, unedited, and uncensored catches, exclusive live streams, and behind-the-scenes phone calls, join our locals for the low price of just $10 a month. And don't forget to get yourself something new like our exclusive Air Gordon t-shirt, only on PredatorPoachers.com.
1402 Sam.
We're checking out oil now.
Don't resist, you'll make it.
We're checking out oil now.
Hi.
Hi.
Wait, hang
How are
on.
you, Ariel?
Wait, give me a second. What? It's so laggy.
Yeah, no,
Your
it's
service?
my internet, not yours.
Oh, okay. Where are you
Don't worry.
parked? Can you show me?
I mean, that over there's the entrance, right?
Uh-huh. Okay. Go to your left, I think.
Okay, here, let me grab my stuff and I'll
Okay.
start walking.
Okay.
Your mom drove away?
Yeah, she's gone.
Okay, good. You excited?
Yeah, I'm excited.
Wearing a shirt?
Yeah.
There's girl. Okay,
It's so sunny outside.
so I go that way, right?
Wait, can I see?
So here.
Okay, so don't go
Try it out.
towards the entrance. I'm like in the back apartments. You know?
You don't know your number, right?
Yeah. If I see you
Okay.
walking on the street, you'll see me. I'm wearing
Are you
red.
on your-
I'm wearing red and a skirt. Do you see me? Are you wearing blue?
I'm wearing a gray t-shirt.
Great.
Blue jeans.
t-shirt. I think I saw you. Yeah, just turn left. Do you see me? I'm waving.
You see me?
Did you get off the sidewalk?
Yes.
Wait, get back on the sidewalk. I can't see you. Yeah, see me? Look all the way down. I'm all the way at the end.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna hang up.
Okay.
Got it.
Hi. It's over here. How are you?
How's it going?
Good.
Huh?
Hi.
You're over here, right?
Yeah.
You've never met anyone, Chris?
Huh?
Oh, here you are, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
We still wanted to do all the stuff that we talked about.
You?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go inside.
But hang on. I need my key.
Hey, Miles. Just want to have a conversation about what's going on, man. Do you have any weapons on you? Okay. Parking lot here, just away from everything, if you don't mind. You're only 22, right?
Sorry.
So,
Huh?
yeah.
All right, hey, just calm down. You're a good kid, man. I just want to have a conversation about it. Here, let's just go over there so people can't overhear. I'm not trying to cause a scene or anything, okay? That's just for safety reasons, all right? I just want you to know I'm not here to hurt you, take any money from you. They're going to be at a distance, so they're not going to pick up on what we're talking about, okay?
Yeah.
And you can even face the other way. I don't care. It's not about that. Yeah, we could just talk right here if you don't mind. Obviously, it's voluntary to talk to me, but I think we probably should because you're a good kid, and I just want to get this taken care of with you, okay? My name's Gordon, by the way. Sorry to meet you like this.
Was Ari, like, I guess, I don't know.
Yeah, just look at me. Don't worry about them. They're not here to put you on blast. That's fine.
Was it like a trap?
Are you going to be honest with me about everything?
I'm so confused right now.
Right. Well, what would it be a trap for, you think?
Start asking me questions.
Say again?
We'll start asking me questions. You have microphone on you right now, you know?
Yeah, that's to make sure that I'm not threatening you and vice versa, man. That's all.
Yeah.
So.
What would happen if I were to walk away right now?
Well, you're obviously you're free to go, but we do have everything saved, and obviously you're here right now. So, look, I'm the only reason I'm talking to you is because you're only 22. Like, if you were 50, I think it'd be a little bit different, right? Like, I wouldn't really care to talk to you. I think you're a good kid. You got a bright future ahead of you, and I don't think some internet bullshit should be the thing to kind of knock it off, right? I think if we can get this part addressed and we have a good resolution to this, I see no issue with you. Okay, like here, I look at it like this. Did you ever play sports as a kid?
Not really, no.
Okay, well, it's not about the fact that we make a mistake, right? It's how we address the mistake, right? So everybody makes mistakes. You could talk to me about stuff I've done, whatever. As long as we address it in a proper way, then it's all good, right? So that's the road I'm in. Do you go to school right now?
Yeah.
Okay. What are you majoring in?
I'm not gonna say it.
Okay, no problem. Obviously you're a smart kid though, man. I really think you are. I think you are a good kid. So let's just get this taken care of, okay? So how did this kind of start online, all this crap?
Can't remember exactly with Ari,
Sure.
but yeah, would you like? So was this like all like a complete setup for to like trying to find this kind of thing?
Trying to find what?
Like me, I guess.
Trying to find you specifically?
Well, people like me.
Okay. So you say people like you. Do you think you need help for something? Because I'm willing to work with you on that.
What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna walk away, and you guys are not gonna follow.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
Miles, that's totally fine. Obviously everything is saved, including like a picture, which again, I'd rather just get it addressed with you. Like this part, like doesn't really matter if we talk or not. Like it really just, I really just want to do this for you.
Contacted about this.
Who's going to be contacted? Yeah. Well, I'm willing to go over all of that with you. It could be anybody or nobody, but if you do walk away from me, I'm not obligated to tell you any of that, dude. Like,
That's true.
yeah, it's more so you're a good Miles. Can you look at me? I cannot stress this enough, dude. There's a reason I didn't go to your house. I'll just say that. All right. I know where you go to school, man. There's a reason I didn't go there. All right. I came here to talk to you. All right. I promise you, if you were 40 or 50, if you're one of those people with an ice cream truck driving around the school, it would be different. Okay. It probably wouldn't even be me talking to you. All right. I'm doing this because I think you're young enough to turn this around. So if you show me steps that you want to turn this around, dude, I am right there with you, because in the end, I'm sure we both want this to stop, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So obviously I have these in my hand, and I think if we have a good peace of mind for both of us that it's going to stop.
Is that like all the physical evidence?
Yes, absolutely. The video calls are recorded. Everything's recorded. Absolutely. So, dude, I think this is not something you want to be falling into, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just going to ask you this. I'm not going to immediately go run into your parents or anything like that. But do your parents know about any of this?
No.
Okay.
And I'd rather keep it that way.
I'm fully open to that, man. I promise you. So I'm going to ask you this. I'm going to look at you right now, and you are a good kid. You're obviously smart. Let me ask you this. Don't tell me. You don't have to tell me. I mean, either I can find out or I do already know. But are you majoring in something white collar?
No. it's well, I'm not exactly sure if it's white or blue, but
What is it? I really don't. I'm not trying to.
automation.
Okay. So like virtual stuff, right?
Well, I guess my goal is to like work in a factory. So like I don't know.
Okay. Do you want to be like a manager or something like that?
Well, work on like robots and stuff, basically.
Well, dude, that's the future, man. We need more hardworking people like that. Okay. Now, if you were don't pay attention to them. I promise you. There's a reason I'm not putting them in your face. They're 22, bro. I promise you, man. Like, if you were some dipshit taking welfare, just sitting around bumming all day, yeah, I wouldn't really care. But you actually do have a bright future ahead of you. Okay. And I do not think internet bullshit should get in the way of that. All right. Now, if this was time number 2, 3, 4, 5, then it's like, all right, dude. At some point, a lesson needs to be learned, right? But this is not. Is this truly your first time doing anything like this?
It's my first time trying to, like, I guess, go in person and meet someone. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, if I thought it would happen again, I don't think I'd be right here, right? Okay. So, I'm not going to talk about the story. How did all this crap online start for you, man?
I guess well, I think it happened first on Blue Sky. I guess the website Blue Sky.
Yeah.
I was following a few accounts. I saw it was one of that. It was like following someone, and so I followed her, messaged her.
Yeah.
Anyways, because it was like-minded people, I guess.
Sure.
Right, and well, I guess kids was like, well, just chat with some people.
Yeah.
And so I started, just being friendly and chatting with her.
Right.
Like, I wanted to be her friend, I guess, primarily. And then,
Yeah, nothing wrong with
and
that.
then, I guess she was just a teacher. But,
Fair enough. Fair enough. How old is it?
well, she told me she's 13.
Okay. I appreciate your honesty. It shows me that's a step of character right there. It shows me that you do want to stomp this out, man. So I appreciate that. I genuinely do. So, she was following like-minded people.
That's from what I know, yes.
Okay. So like-minded people.
It was on teacher.
Say again? I genuinely didn't hear you. I'm sorry. Just speak up if you could. Like,
It was on the internet.
on the internet? Okay. So that's an honest word that you used, and that's somebody who I think I made the right decision to come talk to you. Okay. I'm looking at you right now. You have remorse for this. I don't think you feel good about any of this, do you?
I was, yeah. I mean, once I saw you guys were pulling up and trying to talk to me, like once you said my name, I was like,
Yeah.
this is over. I'm not like it's not gonna. This isn't gonna happen. But I was hoping to, have some alone time.
Yeah. Have some alone time.
Well, like
Lose your virginity, pretty much.
pretty much.
Okay. I get that. Do you think? So obviously, you're 22. You haven't done this before, and I know that P word can be a feeling, but you don't want this to go unaddressed for 40 years. And next thing you know, right?
I mean, well, I guess my point is you do it while I'm young, and then hopefully get married to someone reasonable,
Yeah.
eventually, and then never do it again.
I think that's a lot easier said than done. Yeah. So I think there's been some pipelines that we've fallen into that probably aren't helping kind of the little pain in our ass that's been growing. How did you find out about Teleguard and Session and all that?
Through Blue Sky.
Oh, geez. So Blue Sky is probably a problem, huh?
I guess so.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, they're good. They're good apps. Like the apps themselves, they're innocent.
Yeah, of course.
They're good for just chatting. And,
Right.
They're very secure. There's no one from a corporation like Meta or Google,
Yeah.
that will look at your chats, right? No one to moderate them. It's just, it's just you and whoever you're chatting with, basically.
Yeah. I mean, those apps are like a tool. It's like a gun. You could use it to defend your family, or you can use it to, God forbid, you know what I mean? Like, it's really whoever. It's the user. It's not the app itself. I'm with you on that. But do you think the videos and pictures like on Telegarden Session have been the best to look at, or do you think we should probably stop doing that stuff?
Yeah. So, who do you know that I've been chatting to? You know anything about that?
Well, there's a few ways that I can kind of piece it together. So, first and foremost, yes. So yeah, like you said, like I said, I'll be honest with you. If you're taking accountability, which you are. So obviously, I'm sure you can tell, was kind of a quote unquote just a right, of course. So we didn't only pose, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of following you because we saw some other stuff happening on some of these other apps. So, the way we operate, we don't only pose as kids. Sometimes we pose as traders. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we kind of right. So right. So do I know that? Do I know all the people that you've traded with? Of course not. But do I know that it's happened? Do I know that these idiots looped you into some stupid shit? Of course, because, you take one thing and you can make a pattern out of it, right? So, I mean, you're a smart dude. You're in automation. You know exactly how that works. So, I mean, how did it start? I mean, you said Blue Sky was the one that got you over to Telegarden Session. I mean, help me find some of these people. Like, is it mostly groups on there, or individuals, or kind of both?
I'm not really chatting with, many.
Okay.
Like it's basically what I'll do is like I'll go to a girl's account, and then from there I'll just check out her people that are following her or people that she's following.
Yeah.
And then find other accounts. There's the scum, and then
of course.
From those accounts find more girls. I guess sometimes following looking at hashtags, various hashtags and stuff, and just going back and forth and stuff.
Well, dude, I think you as a 22-year-old would be great to help us kind of find the real bad guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, what hashtags have you found these people on?
Well, I mean, I guess a lot of it is just IRL, lolly, LXLI.
LXLI?
Yeah, LXLI. That's lolly, but censored.
Okay.
Right. There's also Shota for the boys, right. And then I guess AAM. That's adult.
I know that one. Yeah.
And then MAP, of course.
Yeah.
And there's a few other ones. I like Blue Sky. Like recently, they've more censored hashtags and stuff. It's really stuff like going onto the accounts, and going directly through those. I guess.
I see. Okay, dude. Well, when we're done here, if you don't mind, I definitely want to exchange phone numbers with you, and you can send me those hashtags because I mean, obviously, I wouldn't tell anybody that I got those from you, but I would love to.
Yeah.
But obviously, I know that you like to talk to girls, whatever. Who cares? I mean, you're a young man. I mean, that's what happens. But
I'm not only trying to talk to minors.
Of course.
Right. I guess I don't know. I like the thrill of the idea of teaching someone, right?
And it's easier when they're mine because they don't know anything. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's just one avenue that I have though, and I mean, if I found a consenting adult, you wouldn't have if they had told me she was 18, then
there's no way I'd be here. Right. Of course.
No way,
right.
I'm curious. How old is this actor that's here?
She's 29.
She's 29.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but I think, looking for a companion or kind of having a thrill to teach somebody, I don't think that's necessarily bad. I mean, I'll tell you, my girlfriend, You know, she's a virgin, and I got to say I'm in the same boat as you are when it comes to you know, that kind of that thrill. So I totally understand that. I promise you. And you know, she tells me, she's like, "Oh, well, you sure it doesn't like annoy you when I want to learn these things?" I'm like, "No." It's like I'm you know, it's like a guy who definitely wants to teach his spouse. You know what I mean? But I'm more so curious. Like, there have been traders on Session and Teleguard that have definitely.
There's been someone that's like called me out before. Like, may I ask how you learned of me? Like, was it through specifically, or?
Well, basically, you're not the only person I've talked to in person about some stuff, and you know,
Has anyone you've been talked to led to an arrest or?
yeah, the older man, like, yes, absolutely, but
For my age, you prefer the talking crowd.
yes.
Gotcha.
So, but I am expecting, like, you know,
You want me to turn this around, and you know, like anytime I encounter any minor at all, just to shut it down.
right. I want the best resolution to this, and you know, if it stops and you kind of like help us out, and you do the right thing after, dude, I see no reason. Like, I don't think you need any trouble,
Yeah.
right?
Is there any chance that, like, I could have these records, you know, like the physical, like, evidence and everything?
When we're done here, I'd be happy to hand it to you. Just
Really?
absolutely. So let me ask this though, like on Teleguard and Session, like, is it mostly pictures on there, videos, or both? Because those are new to me. I've obviously heard of them, but I know what goes on.
I don't, like, honestly, I try to not use them as much for videos and stuff, and pictures. I guess it's just like maybe I've been unlucky and who I've talked to. I mean, I wasn't talking to those.
Right.
She had me switch over from Blue Sky to Instagram,
Right.
and I think that's how you got all my info, right? Because like I have more personal stuff on there. My family's on there.
Well, that info kind of your name on Instagram cemented what we thought we knew. I mean, yeah. So, but yeah, I understand that you're not somebody who's like hoarding, you know, 10 terabytes of just bullshit. But
So I don't keep stuff on my computer. I will say I have. I mean, this is that you're recording. This is and like total crime. Like there is one girl that has sent, you know, like literal child to me, and I have used the dark web to seek out that content before.
that girl that sent it to you, did she send stuff of herself or was it somebody else?
It was herself. It was her sister. Together.
Oh,
And like
thrilling but fucked up.
yeah, she's like I think she told me she was 16.
Sure.
But also she hasn't spoken to me for a month at this point.
How old was her sister?
I think slightly older. So like probably still a minor in the photos.
Yeah.
But and like she was on Blue Sky, but her Blue Sky got banned.
Mhm.
And yeah, she hasn't spoken to me on Teleguard. So I think that she has probably deleted the account or is somehow restricted from using it.
Yeah.
I have no clue. Right. So that's pretty much the only example I can think of any sort of trading or pictures and videos on Blue Sky that I know.
So the dark web, yeah, I know it's a Tor browser, right?
Tor browser.
Okay. So what would you say is more severe between Blue Sky and the dark web?
I mean, dark web just has that content.
Okay.
You know, out there, like you can, like obviously I prefer the free stuff, but there's not very much of it. And like it's definitely much worse on the dark web.
What would you say is the youngest age some idiots posted on the dark web that you?
I've seen 1-year-old.
No, man, you're not fucking with me.
Or maybe even younger. I've seen like literally infants.
What?
I would say most of them are between 6 and 12.
Okay. Man, but when I think of that word child, like, all right, maybe like a 15, 16-year-old having, but you're telling me they actually have shit of babies out there?
Like it's like, scumbag dads taking pictures of their daughters.
Oh my God, you got to be with me. You're not with me. You're with me. Oh my.
No, that stuff is literally on the dark.
Are there videos of that shit too?
Yeah.
What's so going on in the videos?
What?
What happens in the videos of that shit?
Well, I usually don't watch them. I try to go for like well,
We know what rubbernecking is. Sometimes you
Yeah.
look at shit you don't like. What happens to the
Like-
videos?
Usually when they're that young, they don't like I'd say like for toddlers and stuff, like the most I've seen is like just jobs, like and stuff.
Yeah, 'cause you say, hey, kind of force that age.
Right, yeah, like I don't think like for a newborn I've ever seen intercourse yet.
What was the? So you've seen a newborn give though?
Well, like her. Right.
Did that excite you in any way?
Not really. Not that one. No. I mean, like when they're older, you know.
What age starts to excite you? And then just be honest. Like I'm not judging you.
I mean, I guess like here's my philosophy, right? So
Yeah.
basically, I believe in extreme consent. Yeah, consent, right? Basically, right? I guess outside of the age of consent, but like
Consent in the literal definition.
like someone giving, saying that yes, I am interested.
Sure.
Yes, and so if like let's say girls walked up to me that were age 6 and they said that they wanted they were eager, they consented, they wanted me, I would only let them give me, right?
Sure.
And then starting at like 12 maybe is when I would say okay, we'll try,
Okay. Well, I respect that. So basically, when they can't communicate, like at 2 or 3, you wouldn't.
No, absolutely not. I would not.
I respect that.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. I mean, a lot of these people online don't have those morals.
Yeah.
So
It's and like the only age that I'd probably start to try to
Mhm.
might be like youngest, maybe 9, but
Okay.
honestly, not really. No. But,
Fair enough.
like especially since on the internet, like it's mostly teenagers. So.
So who taught you to have these morals, man? Because, dude, like I've told you, I've talked to a few other people, and some have been into babies.
I think it's just my personal preferences.
Wow.
Mostly, but I think that like a girl should choose who she wants to give her virginity to.
I agree.
I think that I
agree.
hate rape.
Yeah.
Like I would never figure out like with right. Like I would be had you guys not interrupted, right? I would have asked over and over and over again before we went and started doing things. But
Okay. Well, I respect that. Were you gonna like raw or get her pregnant or anything or?
I bought these today.
Oh, okay. Don't mind if I. Oh, okay. Well, damn, even better. So you weren't gonna like her up,
No.
leave her? Okay, nice.
No, I was prepared. Yeah.
Nice, man. Well, dude, Miles, I really respect the hell out of that, man. That's
That's my first time buying condoms, but anyways, they're gonna be rotting in my bag forever.
No, not forever, dude. I mean, have you ever even had a girlfriend before? Or?
I guess most I've done is a few dates in high school, like prom, and homecoming stuff.
Well, what's up with college, man? What are you doing?
Well, it's like I'm not at university. I'm not at UVU.
Right.
I'm not going to say more than that. You'd probably know already, but like it's just it's not big like UVU. It's a lot smaller, and so not like a lot of and like for my class specifically, it's basically STEM, which means mostly guys.
Yes, I get it. What you're saying, like, you're saying that like minority females don't go into the STEM field, and they should. You don't want the next young genius Albert Einstein to be like some Somalian chick.
No.
Oh yeah.
Well, they're just not in my class.
Right.
Like, that's just like.
Yeah. Well, I guess better to be in STEM though than gender studies, right? But wow, man, that's interesting. So dark web. Obviously, I've heard of the dark web. Who hasn't at this point? But is that something you just do on your phone, or is that like?
I do have the Tor browser on my phone. It's also on my laptop, and so like you just go to the Tor website on any Google Chrome, right?
Yeah.
and then you can download their Tor browser. In the case of mobile devices, you can just go to the Google Play Store. You get the Tor browser.
Oh, it's an app like that?
Yeah, and I mean like the dark web on its own as well. Just like we were talking about earlier,
It's a tool,
right?
Tool, yeah.
It's mainly used to keep yourself private, extremely private online. If you're doing something that requires extreme privacy,
Yeah.
you don't want any corporation or anyone looking at you at all, right? Which obviously leads to illegal crime.
Yeah, of course.
Right, but it can be used for good.
It's like as soon as a teacher walks out of the room, then everything goes to. You gotta offer a girl to get some fried pickles or something like that. Just to go on a little steak and shake date, or
I want to.
Texas Roadhouse, not Steak and Shake. I
I've
promise I'll never step foot on that place. I swear, I'm not gonna do it.
If I had known it was 29, I still would have offered to take her on a date or meet her. I wouldn't have just tried to meet her just because she's a minor.
Right. No, it's more of a connection thing.
No, honestly,
I see. Well, have you ever at least did some touching with a girl before or anything like that, or?
Given hugs, held hands. I hugged. I saw her here. I guess when you saw that.
Yeah. Well, any times has a girl at least ever touched your dick or anything like that, or no?
Yeah, I'm pretty pent up.
I see. You never had a chance to just girls before or anything like that?
Not really.
Dang. Damn. Okay.
I guess that's part of the way I've been raised as well. I guess
Hands
I don't want
off.
to say too much, but we're in Utah, so.
Of course. So does any of the, the child pornography vice, is it ever extended to boys or is it just girls?
Sorry, what's the question?
The child pornography that you kind of fall into sometimes, is it only girls or just boys too, or?
Oh, I try to stay on girls. I'm straight, of course.
There you go.
But it does exist to boys, and sometimes it's both 8-year-old boys and girls that
Right, so it's like a video.
Right, so it does exist out there. Honestly, I feel the boys, there might be even more of it than girls. To be honest, there's a ton of gay boys.
Right.
And so, at least that's what it feels like to me. Considering I'm looking for girls, and then I keep finding boys, and I'm getting it's frustrating.
Like that Matt Estes video that goes around with the boys and shit. You heard of that one?
I don't think so.
No. Okay. Gosh, so that girl who was 16, you mentioned she video called you, actually?
Who was it?
That girl that was 16? The teleguard chick?
Oh, no. Yeah, I was talking about her. No, she did not video chat me. We basically just had a little conversation. We got to know each other a little bit, but she basically asked me, she pretty much just started sending pictures of her, of herself, and then asked if I could, send her anything. And so I basically opened up my Tor browser on another window, and then basically, just copy and pasted stuff from there to the other thing, and then deleted them from my hard drive. But, and if I were to delete her chat, then they'd be deleted.
Wait, a hard drive. So you were talking to her on the computer?
So yeah. So for Teleguard, if you want to send a message, an image, you have to download an image to your phone, to your computer, and then you can attach it into a message.
I thought Teleguard was only a phone app.
No, it's on PC too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Teleguard, it's kind of weird because it's free on Android and on PC.
Right.
And then
iPhone, yeah, $3, right?
$3 on iPhone.
It's weird. Stupid. You know why that is?
No.
You didn't ask the owner or anything?
It's Teleguard was made by some kind of Swiss company that's about privacy and security. They do a VPN. They have.
Well, Switzerland, the banking, they're completely just out of everything. You know what I'm saying? But
I have no clue why they charge for $3 on iPhone.
You're just being dicks.
I guess so.
But wow, okay. So has anybody else asked you?
There's been a few, and most of the time I decline. I accepted the one girl because, first of all, she was a girl.
Okay.
And, second of all, it was like herself.
Uh-huh.
And she was fine with me giving her content that's freely available on the dark web anyways, right? Which, most people that are looking to trade, they're trying to find, your own personal stash, stuff that stuff that you might have paid for, that or that you've made yourself even. And so, and also they're dudes, and I don't like talking to dudes on there.
Okay, so you truly are straight.
Yeah.
Well, at least that's one problem that we don't have to worry about, right? But so what on the dark web did you choose to send that chick?
I guess just the pics, free pictures that you can find on the one site that I found.
Yeah, but what ages was she requesting?
Oh, well, she wasn't requesting anything specific, but I sent her mainly, stuff that I also could do. So at least 6, right?
Oh, hell, at least 6 what?
At least,
Okay.
Right. Right. Which, when they're 6, it's basically just a pic.
Yeah, of course.
Right, and then, when they're older, there's more spicy stuff, I guess. But,
that's good. So you really don't have a thing for like toddlers or babies. That's good. That's good.
yeah, not at all.
Thank God, man. That's good. Well, see, that's everything you tell me, it shows me that, like, all right, I made the right decision to talk to this kid. Like, I really, it's good. Yeah, man. I hate to call you, I hate to call you my favorite. I hate to call you. I mean, you're 22. I don't think you're. But I hate to call you like, you're the least bad out of the bad, right? And like
favorite map. There you go.
Okay. Do you consider yourself a map or?
Well, minor attractive person.
Right.
Obviously I was here for a reason.
Right. Right. No, I appreciate the forthcomingness. Here, let's let this guy pass. I don't want to say anything from him. No problem. Yeah, see, like I said, dude, I'm not trying to tell anybody that shit. What else is in the bag, if I'm just curious?
There's mostly just my, stuff for homework and stuff. I used some mouthwash before because, I wanted to be presentable for...
Don't give my girlfriend any ideas what I should do next time. I don't use any of that shit.
I brought some...
Okay.
I do have some lube in here as well.
What brand do you use for lube? Let me see what brand that is.
It's just stuff that, came with my Vader toy that I have.
Let me see what brand that is, if you don't mind.
No thing.
Yeah, because I have a good lube brand.
I brought it just in case the condoms weren't just lubricated enough on their own.
Okay.
Where is it? Oh, here it is. Yeah, it's just. I have no clue.
Oh no, man, dude! Old Spice, right?
Yeah.
They make lube, dude. This is just garbage. Yeah, don't use this lube, man. Trust me.
Yeah.
It's
good for at least a silicone toy.
Do you have the pocket with you?
No.
Oh.
I left it at home.
So when did you get the pocket?
Like a year or 2 ago, almost.
Did your parents know you had that?
No.
Okay. How were you able to kind of sneak that from them?
It was in an unmarked box that was just addressed to me, and I just brought it home. I just brought it downstairs as soon as it arrived.
Oh, okay. So I guess they deliver those in an unmarked box.
Yeah, unmarked boxes that have for the company name is just something generic and unassuming, instead of toys.com.
Yeah, that's pretty smart, dude. Like, I could never understand. Those. There's less of them now, but as we get older. But those. Those those DVD stores, like Lion's Den or whatever. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I've for a while I was actually just looking those up on Google Maps at times because I had restricted internet for a while, and so but Google Maps was uncensored, right? I had full access to Google Maps, and so if I wanted to see anything, I'd have to do Street View inside of a adult DVD store, which some stores do have a Street View sort of tour thing.
Okay.
So
damn, man. All right, well, that's did your parents restrict the internet for any particular reason, or they just
it was a while ago, I can't remember honestly.
Did it have anything to do with
Well, I think they were trying to prevent it. But,
Right. So your parents are pretty hardcore about that stuff.
yeah, yeah, they would be upset if they found out.
I get you. Well, that's on you to tell them or not tell them. I know you're a young man, but you're an adult. Like that's on you to have a come to Jesus moment or talk to them. It's really up to them. So y'all are Mormon through and through, huh? God, so how many siblings do you have?
I just have two.
Okay.
2 younger brothers.
Got it. Interesting. God, usually more. I was thinking you'd have like 10. Okay.
Yeah, my parents they were happy with 3 boys. So.
That's crazy. I got 2 younger brothers too. Yep, David and Eric, man. God, they're are your younger brothers like super young, or are they just like kind of your age, or?
One of them is coming home from his mission in July.
Okay.
Sorry, yeah. July.
Where's he going?
He's in Bolivia right now.
Cool.
And then the other one's like he's 13.
So. Okay. Dang. So, did you go on a mission trip yet?
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
I went to Tennessee.
Oh, it's not as exciting as Bolivia.
And then I also came home to serve in this foreign service mission.
Okay. What kind of where'd you go in Tennessee?
I did the Nashville mission, with like 3 hours away from Nashville at all times, pretty much. So.
Okay, so
just like the country.
Oh, beautiful, huh?
Yeah.
Different environment than here, I'd say.
More humid, more green.
Yeah.
Average. More pollen, especially around this time.
Where would you rather live, Utah or Tennessee?
Probably here.
Yeah, I feel you. How are the people in Tennessee?
They're great.
Yeah, very nice people. Very nice people. Gosh, so do you think you have a?
Oh, definitely.
Have you ever tried to look up help for that, or? And it's okay if you haven't. I'm just asking.
I've tried it out. Like, I just can't get into it. I feel like I'd rather live with my problem, which like leads to things like this, of course. But just at this point, that's just what I feel.
Right. So, what age were you hoping to get married, or ideally? I know you can't really predict the future, but
at this point, I have no clue. I mean, I know people that are married at my age already.
Well, you're right. We're in Utah. I mean,
BYU.
Yeah.
I can't really give you an answer to that. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. So you mentioned earlier, because I just want to see what we got to get help with. You mentioned earlier, kind of doing stuff like this until you get married, then kind of cut it off. Were you hoping this would turn into just meeting as many, for lack of a better term, underage girls as possible, or?
Not necessarily their age, but like I was hoping for like a one night stand, like just.
When I say with her.
Like after, like for the afternoon.
Yeah.
Like I'd meet her here and we'd get freaky.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And see how much she likes various different things, and then keep chatting with her and like maybe if she wanted to do it again.
Sure.
Of course. Right. And if not, then like at least saying, hey, you can chat with me anytime.
Yeah, no hard feelings either way.
So,
do you think you've developed like feelings for her, or?
I feel betrayed right now, yeah. Well, she's been lying to me this whole time about her age and everything. That, I was really hoping for something.
Like, were you hoping for an actual relationship, or?
Like, at the very least, something akin to like a big brother, like an older neighbor or something.
Sure.
Right. Who she could count on, who she could talk to, who she could,
of course.
Get pleasured by.
Yeah. Have you ever had the privilege of teaching a girl before?
I mean, at least through online.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Any in person?
No.
Have your parents ever had to like reprimand you for like saying, "Hey, you can't talk to her; she's too young," or anything like that?
No. So like the only reason I was willing to meet is because I did meet her online.
Mm-hmm.
Which I honestly, yeah, like girls that I meet in person, for the most part, I try to uphold, like the facade, right? Like I try to like not, get into trouble or do anything weird.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh, yeah, maybe somebody called. I don't know. How's it going, sir? How's it going? Hi, we're just having a conversation here. Miles, you're not going to meet a 13-year-old girl again, are you? Last time doing it? Last time showing her? Okay, and you're not going to watch child? Are you going to get rid of the dark web on your phone? Okay, you're not going to send child again? Okay, and you're not going to year olds again, are you? Last time doing all that shit?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. I'm really sorry. What happened today? I was going to meet a 29-year-old woman who was lying to me, but
Well, how old did she tell you she was?
13.
So you were planning on meeting with a 13-year-old?
Yes. Okay. Sorry for that.
What were you guys planning on doing?
Probably guess. I won't be doing that ever again.
Are there condoms in your bag with lube?
I do. I showed it to him. Probably all these guys, you know.
Okay.
He's got a microphone. He's got a lot of my confessions. I'm hoping to sweep this under the rug and not have to worry too much about this. But
When you said something about,
May I just talk to you over there?
yeah, do you want to talk to him?
Yeah, sure.
I've gone through.
So we have I guess we're in Salt Lake County right now.
Okay.
Are we in Salt Lake County?
Yes.
Okay.
Solid.
So we have a group called Poachers where we catch online child across the country. We're from Houston, Texas, but we have arrests in 48 states, convictions in 41, including here in Salt Lake County. It was I forgot what city.
Let's step just a little farther.
Okay, no problem. I forgot what city in Salt Lake County. I think it might have been Salt Lake PD actually that took it up, but anyway, so basically what we do is we pose the minors online and from across the country message us and release them.
Okay.
Phone.
So right now he's just doing a Terry search. He's not fully under arrest. He's just making sure there's not any weapons.
I know. Hey, sir, I just don't want him to delete stuff off his phone.
What's that?
I don't know if he's going to delete shit off his phone.
So if it's on social media, they've got it backdated over 90 days.
Not the apps he's using. Like he's using encrypted shit. He's not using Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway. Okay, he has it. Good. All right. Anyway, so basically we pose minors online. Country message us under the assumption that we are minors, and very often they set up meetings. This fucker did here, and he knew we were 13. Very clearly stated his intentions, and he was under the impression we lived in Sandy. He lives somewhere in this area. I forgot exactly where. And he came here to meet her for sex. She was a live decoy. He admitted. I approached him. He voluntarily talked to me. I told him he was free to leave at any time, and he chose to stay and talk to me. And he admitted to me that he was in fact going to have sex today with her. He wanted to lose his virginity to her and take her virginity as well. Said that.
You have this recorded.
Oh yeah. We have the chats. We have it's very, very clear. And he said that the youngest age he would get a is 6 to me. He said the youngest age he would boom is 9, like verbatim. I'm repeating exactly what he said. Okay. And he said that he's viewed child pornography on the dark web as young as infants and has sent child pornography to other people before. He didn't send any to us, but if y'all dump his phone and computer, he's fucked.
No, we'll take care of that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to disable his phone and put it on airplane.
Of course. Yep.
We'll do it down low.
Absolutely.
Like that. Things I'm going to need from you guys, if you have copies of the chats.
Yeah.
I'm going to need some.
We can even go to the station, give y'all everything we have.
Yeah, that's going to be perfect. Copies of the video.
Yep.
Doesn't have to be the original. If you guys want to keep them posted, whatever, that's up to you. But we.
Oh yeah, no, we want to give y'all everything right now.
Sure.
Like we want to go to the station.
Copies, written witness statements.
No problem.
I know it seems like overkill, but
we're happy to do it.
This all
Yes.
the way down, then it's.
Yeah.
Gets
Can we meet y'all at the station and do it?
Yeah, give us 2 seconds. We've got another officer here who's coming. He's still doing training. We want him to be a part of this a little bit.
All right.
This is a really good one. Is this all screenshots? Fantastic.
Yeah, these are not the full messages, but these are the key points. It had 13 in our bio in the chats.
Is this where it starts?
Yes.
Okay, And this is all him. What app is he using?
This one is Blue Sky, and then he moves over to Instagram. So this is our bio here. So you see 31 reverse. That's what a lot of kids use online. So he knew we were 13 the whole time. He told us even.
Okay.
Then in our bio on Instagram says we're in 7th grade, so he knew. And then he reiterated to us, he knew.
Verbatim told you guys and
That I knew she was 13. Yes. Yeah. And we did phone calls with him as well that we have recorded where he's like, I know you're 13.
Okay, I got you. So, a couple quick logistic questions. How are we going to be able to get a copy of this video? Do you have SD cards?
Yeah, so if we can go to the station, y'all can just dump it off the SD card, and that's it.
Okay, perfect.
If not, we could do the other way we did, where we just put it on the hard drive and dumped it into
Yeah, yeah. Either way, we can get you all this video today. Like, we want to do it as soon as possible.
Okay, I gotcha. We will get going through that, and then I'll probably let me talk to this other officer. I think there's going to be some detectives who are there right now.
No problem. All right, what's up, guys? Be sure to join locals in the pinned comment. We do travel the most cash sickest. We just got an arrest yesterday. At the time of this video in Amarillo, Texas, we drove all night, 14 hours to come here to Utah, and we have another one to do in Utah later. And yeah, we're very sleepy, but we're happy to get this guy off the streets. And this guy's going to be an interesting one for Salt Lake County to take. So he's so bad. Holy. But yeah, locals in the pinned comment. We'd like to thank Starbucks as the sponsor of this video. Thank you.
Well, that's too bad. Well, that's just...
Alright guys, so you see behind me is Miles Petty from the Salt Lake City area in Utah. He's a 22-year-old police guy who came to go beat who he thought was a 13-year-old girl. Terrible groomer. He didn't beat her. He's going to work on for 6 years. Offered to him. As long as he's 6 years old, he's very young. Since the youngest he was groomed is 9 years old. And he admits to working with the other person that did that. He also reversed his project, but we're very happy to get this idiot off the streets. The cops just took his keys. I think he's going to jail today. And yeah, this guy would have a lot of victims if he doesn't stop today. So thank you, Sandy PD, for doing their job as of now. And we think he is going to go to jail. So full video will be on locals and for ex-subscribers. Man, I forgot to bring up the pocket pussy again. Again. One more time. Actually, I like the first outro best. With the pocket. Oh my god. I think it's going back, man. Dude, I knew we knew he'd bring condoms. I knew he'd pull up his condoms, and I was like, man. Got his condoms, just like, let him go. Dude, he dresses like he's in elementary school. And that's like coming from me.
Friendly fire.
I know.
No, at minimum, because it's like middle school,
Yeah, yeah.
especially with the
Yeah, true, because he doesn't have like food stains on there.
Well, dude, just the way his jeans are like cuffed up like that.
I haven't seen that since like high school.
I know. Then him wearing like just a skin tight shirt. He's carrying.
He's such a Mormon.
I know.
He was on a missionary trip today.
If you want to get ad-free access of our rawest, unedited, and uncensored catches, exclusive live streams, and behind-the-scenes phone calls, join our locals for the low price of just $10 a month. And don't forget to get yourself something new like our exclusive Air Gordon t-shirt, only on PredatorPoachers.com.